You ready to eat?
Hey, buddy.
Come on. You ready to eat? He says, would you quit talking and just let me eat? Come on.
Well, welcome back to the Piney Woods Homestead, y'all, or as we should rename it, the Piney Woods Swamp. Because it's just been a swamp down here. We are so tired of wet. And we got more rain coming this week, it looks like.
But not as much.
So. Hopefully not as much. Y'all, I got to get some things done here and other places. Guys, thanks for stopping in at the Piney Woods. Today we're going to talk about dangerous chickens.
And changes around the homestead.
Changes basically. Around the homestead, y'all. Some things we're going to have to do. We hate to do it, but we're going to have to do it. Because the show has to keep going, right? What is it? What's that saying?
The show must go on.
The show must go on. There it is. My brain is somewhere else this morning. Guys, hit the like and subscribe. Thanks for stopping in. We're going to take you on a few morning chores.
You can't get all of it.
Y'all, we got to talk about Samson for a minute. We're not happy. We've known since Samson came to us that he is not the finest boar out there. And kind of a backstory on Samson, I was really sick during this time, and I had already made an agreement with a gentleman that had Hereford pigs in another part of the state to trade our best boar piglet for his best boar piglet.
And he got a prize.
And we got the short end of the stick on that deal. I don't know if the man worked me over or if he just didn't know what he was doing. And I was not able to physically go and do the swap. I actually, one of my brothers was kind enough to, we loaded up the boar pig that we had, and I had been sending pictures of this boar pig to the producer, and he definitely wanted him, and I trusted the man to trade me a fair deal, his best boar piglet for our best boar piglet.
And I guess in hindsight, you know, we got pictures of his whole litter, but
yeah,
we did not get a picture of Samson, which at that time too, you were also sick. So
y'all, I couldn't drive. I was hooked to oxygen. I could barely walk from the living room to the kitchen kind of thing. And so, long story short, man took advantage of me. Maybe he didn't know what he was doing. I'll give him the benefit of a doubt. But he sent us a boar that, what's the actual term for the boar? Crypto something or another?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
In other words, his testicles didn't drop.
They're partially.
They're
descended.
Partially.
Yeah.
A good boar, you should be able to see
from a mile away.
From a mile away, y'all. And what happens is, while he still wants to mate, and sometimes these boars can mate, they'll pass on that deficiency to other pigs. We weren't worried about that because all we're raising is meat pigs. We're not raising breeding boars for people. But the problem is everything stays too warm, and that pig sperm has to be at a certain temperature in order to be viable. And he's just not viable. We tried for 3 attempts for him to breed Dixie. She's in heat, y'all. And we would have already IA'd her, but my work schedule, which is dependent on the weather, has not coincided properly this month in order to do that. But Buttercup is going to get IA'd. If everything works out about Tuesday, we've got to go up here and check her. But y'all, Samson, bittersweet, we can't keep him. So we've got to figure out exactly how to take care of that. But we need for his lot to dry up so we can use it in the future for maybe a topping pig, something to that effect. But y'all, he's probably, you know, we just hate to tell you exactly what we're gonna do, but he's probably gonna end up remaining part of the homestead, but in a different form. Compost. Let's get on down here to Buttercup. We need to check on her and see if she is getting closer to being in heat. She should be, because she's gonna get IA'd with some premium boar semen from Schaefer's Gold Rush in Indiana.
Yeah, and that's who we have used each time with Rosie.
And it's worked perfectly every time. So. And
our purpose for Samson was so that we did not have to rely on
IA. I want to say IA because I used to be an IA investigator. I guess. They're probably thinking about that now. We had him doing that. but artificial insemination. That's I'll be honest, y'all. Some people will tell you you can't do it without a boar on hand to make them stand. Y'all, we've done it. We got videos of it. Yeah. You can do it, and we've been successful doing it. So we're getting rid of this idea of keeping a boar. We're just not going to do it. You know, we did it because I was sick. We thought, why not have a boar on hand that can do this for us instead of relying on us? But y'all, we're getting back to the basics, back to artificial insemination. I believe Buttercup's full-blown heat this morning. It kind of messes me up. We'll see. Come on, Buttercup. Come on. In here. Y'all, do believe Buttercup is full-blown heat this morning. I was hoping she would not be full-blown till tomorrow morning, because on the gilt, we have found when you go to AI that on about the third day of showing that full-blown heat is when they are receptive to breeding. I'm not sure if we can get the semen overnight, but we may be a month out, y'all, and just have to wait another month. But plenty of pork in the freezer. Know we got people wanting some pigs, and we're going to get them. It just may be a month later than you had planned on. But I'm going to show you what an in-heat gilt should look like. He's like, hey man, what are you doing, dude? All right, good news. She is not full-blown heat. So, she's coming in heat pretty good. But she shouldn't be in standing reflex yet. And all that means is, without any feed in her pan, you can put your hands on her back, press down, and she'll bow up, get rigid, and stand still. That just means standing heat reflex. That means she's ready to breed. She's not there yet. We will check her in the morning and see if she is standing reflex. If she is, we'll go ahead and overnight, because she'll still be standing the next morning and we can get a dose of semen in her. If she is not in standing reflex tomorrow morning, even better. That just means we have a little extra time to breed. It's good to get at least 2 or 3 doses in them if you can. The last time we bred Rosie, I'm wanting to say we got 2 doses in her, and then the next one, she wouldn't stand. She was bred. No, she took on the first one. She took, all right, Lisa's telling me in the background. We'll have to watch the video back, but it was either 1 or 2 doses that we gave her. You can watch back and see that, I believe it was 2, but she was bred. Probably that first breeding is what got her, but we'll be able to get Buttercup here bred, and she's going to make some fine Hereford piglets, y'all, because she is sired off of Rosie. And what was the name of that boar that we used?
Monster Jam.
Monster Jam, and you can look him up on YouTube. Monster Jam Schaefer's Gold Rush, and you'll see some video of him. Just a beautiful boar, but she's got good genetics. Rosie has pretty good genetics, but when we breed to another purebred Hereford with Dixie and Rosie, y'all are going to see some even better looking piglets than what we've had here in the past.
Dixie and Buttercup. Hey girl.
Always got to fix the pans. Yep. Let me fix the pans. So y'all, we missed Dixie by just a matter of
a day, basically.
A day or two.
Yeah.
It would have been more than a day, because you can't order, at least for us, you can't order this semen overnight on a Sunday.
Well,
and
yeah.
it's Sunday morning. So she's going out of heat right now. So she's going to get bred in 2 more months for fall piglets. We're going to go ahead, if everything shakes out right, if Buttercup, and I may have said it wrong a while ago, Buttercup, we got too many pigs and too many names for our breeding stock. But anyways.
Well, Rosie's retired. But
She's retired. And Lord willing, we'll get Buttercup bred here. It's just a matter of the window of her cycle. We'll get her bred here about Tuesday morning. If everything goes right, we'll see. If not, it's gonna be next month, y'all. It's just the way it goes, you know. When you got a deficient boar, and y'all, all this time that we've had him, I have been concerned that he's not gonna be able to breed. And well, I hate it, you know. Judy up in Tennessee, she actually made a good comment a while back. She said, I hope he's not like a regular supervisor that stands around and does nothing. Hopefully he gets the job done. Well, he didn't get the job done. He'd been signing a paycheck, but that's it. So he's gonna have to go on. And that's fine, y'all. We wanted to try it. We wanted to do it the way that it was done a long time ago. But there are more efficient ways. If you're gonna raise your own meat pigs, don't keep a boar unless you are planning on selling a bunch of piglets and you got a market for it. Especially when you can get, honest to goodness, way better quality genetics from somebody like Schaefer's Gold Rush in Indiana. And there are others out there, y'all, that you can get the semen from. We just have really had a great experience over the past several years with Schaefer's. They're easy to deal with. They're just...
They know you when you call.
Oh yeah, they've got you in their system. They're down-to-earth farmers, y'all, and they just run a great program for different breeds. And they do a breed-specific program, so if it hadn't changed, it's still like $25 a dose. You don't say, I want this specific boar. You just say, I want, in our case, Hereford. And they'll send it to you fresh, ready to go.
And they do other breeds as well as...
Yeah.
But they're all show quality.
They're show pigs, y'all. They breed show pigs.
Yeah.
But you can eat a show pig, too. We're here to tell you. It doesn't mean that they're a lesser quality. Y'all, this is still... breeding stock quality is what we're paying for. These are high dollar boars. And when I say high dollar boars, I'm talking 10, 15, 20, $30,000 boars that they're using to sire piglets all over the United States. And so we use them for our production here on the homestead, and we're going back to it.
And honestly, I will say that, you know, you gave all our reasons for why we wanted to have a boar on the property.
Yeah.
But it's come down to now that, you know, now that he's not working, yeah, we could go try to find another boar, but in the big scheme of things, for what it cost us to AI versus what it costs to
keep
feed
a boar,
you know, year round. I mean, we've got almost a year and a half in him now, and
nothing to show for it other than, you know, we've enjoyed having him.
Yeah, he's a great pig,
but that's not what it's about, y'all. We've already got one down here that we're enjoying having, but that's a little different story. But we can't keep him, y'all. We just can't keep him. He's no good for anything, and we're not going to eat him. And I'll tell you why: because of boar taint. Some people will say, "Oh, you can eat him." There's a 50-50 chance that we kill that hog, dress him, cook some up, and you can't eat it. And there's a 50% chance it'll be fine. So he's going to go into compost. He'll work out great there. Let's go up and check on the chickens. We're going to show you something else up there that we've had to change. Y'all give us just a little bit of grace when it comes to Samson here. This has been a hard decision, y'all. We have given it our best shot with him. And so when I say he's going into compost, that don't mean he's going into our compost pile over here for the vegetable garden. Doesn't mean that he won't either. We hadn't really made our mind up on that yet, but just give us a little bit of grace, y'all. We've worked really hard to try to get a good Hereford line here, and we thought we were doing a good thing when it came to getting Samson, and it would have been great had the man not shafted us on the boar. And I shouldn't say that because maybe he just didn't know, y'all. It's possible he just didn't know. But it is what it is. As Gary with Gary's Tractor Talk, is that what it is?
I think that's right.
I need to look. Gary, I know you
Tractor
watch the
Talk.
videos. Tractor Talk with Gary. He's up in Iowa. And we've enjoyed watching a few of his videos, and he's been watching ours, so we appreciate that. But that's one of the things he says. It is what it is. And yeah, I think that's universal. Everybody says that. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. Now we'll get up to the chickens.
We have an audience.
So let's talk turkey. More specific, chicken.
Yeah. Not turkeys, chickens.
Let's talk dangerous chickens, y'all. Chief. That's what we named him. Our Delaware rooster. And we got him because we wanted to breed. I got the sun in me. Let me see if I can turn a little bit here. Sorry about that. I am not on my A game this morning, y'all. We got him because we wanted to breed our golden friars. And the golden friars turned out great. We wanted to know that if we couldn't get Ranger chickens, because that's what we
love.
We love them.
Yeah.
If we couldn't get them, we could breed our own here. And not golden friars, but, I mean, what do you call them again?
Not rangers.
Not rangers.
Golden friars.
But we could breed our own specific bird. And we did it. We showed you last year that it can be done. We ended up with a 3-pound roundabout average bird, good for frying. They're not as good as a ranger, though. They are good, and they will sustain you if you can't get a ranger chicken or a Cornish cross or whatever you want to raise. The problem is, what's the problem?
Rooster. The rooster. We had to have Chief, the Delaware, to cross with our Sussex. And he's just always been a jerk. I mean, always.
When he was younger, not so bad.
Oh, yeah, he was. But
well, not so bad.
not to you, but
We actually we ordered 3 of these Delawares. One,
I don't remember what happened.
I don't know what happened to the one. Maybe we ate it. I don't remember.
We didn't eat it.
It might have died. I'm not sure, but
Anyways.
we gave one to my dad. Well, he ended up having to take a big metal garbage can lid in there with him to feed him because, see, this bird, both of them, would attack you the moment you stepped into their coop. And they didn't wait until you turned around. They charged you. And Chief over here.
Well, Chief was not doing it to you while he was with the Sussex, for the most part.
Well, for the most part, no. He would keep his mind on the ladies. A time or two he charged me. Had to put my number 12 up and stop him. But y'all, when they got 3-inch almost spurs, and they're 15 pounds, they can do a hurting on you. My dad was telling me about a 60-some-year-old man that was killed by his rooster. And children that have been attacked. I know that it happens as far as being flogged, but being flogged to death, y'all, that ain't something that I was wanting to go through. So.
And he had just gotten a little bit.
He was
to the point that you couldn't even get in there to fill up his feeder.
Feeder or water.
Yeah.
Y'all, I could not go in to his coop without him barreling 100-mile-an-hour at me and trying to kill me. And so he's compost.
Well, but you were giving him the benefit of the doubt because you wanted to keep putting him back with the Sussex.
Yeah.
But
what I said yesterday was 15 pounds of chicken on 2 pounds of Sussex. He'd probably kill those hens.
Well, not only that, we wouldn't be able to get in there to feed them or
get
the eggs.
I wouldn't be able to get the eggs out. It would just be pointless. So.
And Rooster agrees.
Rooster's a gentle chicken. For the most part, he's pretty gentle. Speckles up here, the Sussex, best rooster we've ever had. He's gentle as far as he stays away from me. I walk in there, he walks the other way. He does not protect the flock. One bit. He protects number one. He hides behind the hens. But we're going to keep raising our Sussex. Matter of fact, we're going to breed some here pretty soon as far as incubate. I think we've got a person or two that wants a couple. We're going to see if we can help with that. And eventually, y'all, as time goes on, we're going to transition to nothing but speckled Sussex for our egg production. Because, y'all, we don't have a big market and sell a bunch of eggs. We're getting a bunch of eggs.
I wish we had a market because
it'd be great because we got a bunch of eggs.
Yeah.
But for now, we use those eggs. We've told you how we do it. But eventually, we're going to just keep Sussex, speckled Sussex. They're so gentle. The older we get, we want gentle birds. They don't lay as many eggs as these golden friars. These golden friars are spitting them out like crazy. They're an excellent dual-purpose bird here. So if you want to raise one, you know, keep a rooster for about a year and then maybe get another rooster.
Yeah.
Because after about a year, they go crazy. So that's kind of the gist of it right there is Samson going back to artificial insemination and the change in the chickens.
And we have our rangers ordered for the year. We're not going to do any. Obviously we can't do any golden friars now.
Yeah, can't do no more golden friars. We've still got them in the freezer.
Yeah.
We'll eat them. But the rangers are just, they're better, more better. And so we've got 50 on order, y'all. It won't be here till May, and we're going to raise them a little different this year. But we'll get into that a little bit more as time goes on.
Hey, girls.
So, y'all, that's going to wrap it up for us today here at the Piney Woods Homestead. We've been working hard, y'all. And if you've been watching the videos for any amount of time, you know that. So sometimes changes just have to be made on your homestead. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again if it isn't working. Right?
Right.
You're just wasting money, y'all. And money is a finite resource.
I'm just mad.
I know. I'm mad too because Lisa loves the pig. You know, the pig would lay in her lap. And I'm mad too because y'all know why I'm mad. But once again, I give the man a benefit of a doubt. Maybe he just didn't know what he was doing. Who knows? Anyways, guys, we hope you have a good day, a great week. We'll bring you back for some more wood splitting, sawmilling action here in a couple of days.
And gardening. So,
oh, yeah.
So finally.
Gardening.
My favorite time of year.
Onions, potatoes.
Yep.
Getting ready to go in the ground, y'all.
Yep.
Have a good one. We'll see you on the next video, guys.